Very good morning to everyone. This is the sum we will do now from the following trial balance of Maitri Cooperative Credit Cooperative Society Limited as on 31st March 2013 and other information. Prepared profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2013 and balance sheet on the same day. Now the trial balance is given. In the trial balance, what is the first thing given? Cash in hand, cash with bank. So both will come under cash and bank balance. Then we have fixed deposit with MS Cooperative Bank. So this will become the investment FD. FD is for more than 1 year. So FD is treated as investment. So then one or more than 1 year. Then office furniture. Office furniture is a asset, fixed asset. Then we have interest on deposit. This is seen in the debit side of trial balance. In the debit side of trial balance, there may be expense or asset. So this interest is a expense. So it will come in profit and loss account. Next one is interest due on loan. Due means outstanding. So interest outstanding on loans, as this is a credit society, these are the loans given. So this outstanding interest, because it is in the debit side, this will come in the asset side. This is outstanding income. So this will come in the asset side. Salary and allowances is an expense. So profit and loss account. Establishment for executive officer. So this is a expense. So this will come in the profit and loss account. Printing and stationery, profit and loss account. Traveling and conveyance, profit and loss. Insurance premium, profit and loss. Contribution to PF, profit and loss. Loan due from members. This is loans and advances. Loan due from members. So loan due from members is loans and advances, is the asset. Then we come to the credit side. In the credit side, it will be liability or income. Credit side will be liability and income. So share capital is a liability. Reserve fund is a liability. Members deposit, deposits में आएगा is a liability. Unpaid dividend, current liability and provision. Dividend equalization reserve. In the name itself, it is given, it is a reserve. Staff provident fund, we have a separate head for staff provident fund. Then profit and loss account, appropriation account, this is the opening balance of P&L account. Then interest is there, this is interest received because it is in the credit side. Then we have sundry income, this will be other income. Then we have cooperative development fund. Fund means reserve. Education fund. Fund means reserve. So now let us come to the adjustment. Interest due to member deposit, rupees 5,000. So interest due. We have interest on deposits. उसमें अब इतना है 80,000 is the interest, but there is still 5,000 ड्यू. मतलब 80,000 मिला लेकिन अभी भी 5,000 मिलना बाकी है. So outstanding interest on member deposit. Then we have interest accrued due. Interest accrued due, दो चीज आ गया. Interest accrued but not received. Interest accrued but not received. So interest accrued के लिए but not received मतलब this interest इसमें भी outstanding है. Received वाला interest कौन सा है? In the credit side. Now addition made to furniture 1,000. तो furniture का value देखो कितना है. Where is furniture? there is an addition made in the furniture in during the year, which is 1000. Addition made to the furniture is 1000, and the closing balance of the furniture is given 7000. ड्यूरिंग द ईयर 1000 का फर्नीचर खरीदा है, और एंड वैल्यू फर्नीचर का है 7000. सो व्हाट विल बी द ओपनिंग बैलेंस ऑफ फर्नीचर? कैन एनीवन टेल मी? द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस ऑफ फर्नीचर इज 7000, and there is an addition made during the year to furniture 1000. So what should be the opening balance of furniture? Can anyone tell me? Furniture का closing balance is 7000. In the year, the, yes, correct. In the year, the addition made to the furniture is 1000. So the opening balance will be 6000. 6 plus 1 is 7000. So charge depreciation at 10% per annum on closing balance. What is the closing balance? It is given in the trial balance 7000. Closing balances are given in the trial balance. So it is 7000. We have to charge 10% depreciation. That becomes 700. Salary due but not paid. तो सैलरी में दैट इज एडजस्टमेंट आउटस्टैंडिंग है. सैलरी आउटस्टैंडिंग है 300, पर हमने पे नहीं किया, मतलब आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंस है. whereas one employee is given salary in advance. तो यहाँ पे प्रीपेड सैलरी भी है, सैलरी इन एडवांस भी है, सैलरी आउटस्टैंडिंग भी है. तो हमें इसका दोनों का इफेक्ट देना है. 2 एडजस्टमेंट हो गया, 3 लाइन छोड़ना पड़ेगा. Then audit fees outstanding for the year is 3000. Audit fees outstanding for the year is 3000. So audit fees तो दिया है क्या, उसको हाईलाइट करना है. So audit fees expenses side में होना चाहिए, not there, means the whole of the audit fees is outstanding. Then we have director propose the following appropriation for the current year. The appropriation may dividend is to shareholder 5%. So this we will calculate from the share capital. डिविडेंड कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है? शेयर कैपिटल जितना भी है उसका 5% डिविडेंड किस पे देता है? शेयर कैपिटल पे मिलता है. बट पे किधर से होता है? एप्रोप्रिएशन से. डिविडेंड इज पेड through the profits but calculated through the capital. मतलब किसका परसेंटेज होता है डिविडेंड? कैपिटल, शेयर कैपिटल का परसेंटेज होता है. बट पे किधर से होता है? प्रॉफिट में से पे होता है. So appropriation में we have to show necessary amount to reserve fund. It is compulsory for every cooperative society to transfer 25% of its current year profit to statutory reserve fund. So necessary amount will be 25%. Then 5% of net profit after contribution to reserve fund. Reserve fund में contribution के बाद जो बचा हुआ amount है, रिजर्व फंड में कंट्रीब्यूशन के बाद जो बचा हुआ प्रॉफिट होगा उसका 5% विल गो टू कोऑपरेटिव डेवलपमेंट फंड. एंड लास्टली कंट्रीब्यूशन टू डिविडेंड इक्वलाइजेशन रिजर्व 2000 ट्रांसफर टू बिल्डिंग फंड 10,000. इसका कोई भी सेकेंड इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा बिकॉज जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग में अप्रूवल के बाद ओनली वी हैव टू गिव द सेकेंड इफेक्ट. सो हियर ओनली वन इफेक्ट विल कम, that we will prepare memorandum appropriation account और ये सारे appropriations को दिखाएंगे, but उसका इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट में नहीं जाएगा because general body have not approved this appropriation. So इसलिए ओनली मेमोरेंडम अप्रोप्रिएशन अकाउंट में बताना है, सेकेंड इफेक्ट किधर भी नहीं देना है. So now let us start our sum. What we will be preparing: trading P&L account and balance sheet. So apart from housing society, other places we prepared because business है तो we will have to prepare trading P&L account. So what we have, कैश इन हैंड 700, कैश इन बैंक 14,000. सो दोनों का इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट में देते. कैश इन हैंड and cash in bank. 7,000 and 700 and 14,000. 700 and 14,000. Now next one, fixed deposit with MS cooperative bank 1,55,000. ये तो इन्वेस्टमेंट है, so we'll show in the investment FD, FD in FD with MS cooperative bank 1,55,000. So we'll show here. Next, office furniture, there is a depreciation. So fixed asset, 1 minute, fixed asset, fixed asset we will show because adjustment is there. Office furniture, इसमें ओपनिंग बैलेंस कितना था? You have told, given the answer 6,000. Add, because they have given तो वो शो करना पड़ेगा ना, भले डेप्रिसिएशन क्लोजिंग बैलेंस में निकालना है, बट वी हैव टू शो दैट डेप्रिसिएशन बाद में निकालेंगे. वी हैव टू शो दैट 1,000 इज एडिशन ड्यूरिंग द ईयर. Then we have interest on deposit. This is an expense we have to pay, but adjustment is there. So P&L account में लिखेंगे, P&L account में we will write to interest on deposit 80,000. We will write 80,000. And next what we have, interest due on loans. So this is interest due. So interest due है, मतलब it is outstanding. Interest due is outstanding, interest outstanding. So where we will show इंटरेस्ट ड्यू, अदर करंट असेट में बताना पड़ेगा, स्टॉक होगा तो भी इधर ही बताते हैं. सो हियर इंटरेस्ट ड्यू ऑन loan is how much? Is there an adjustment in this? Interest due on loan? No. Interest due on loan. Then what we have? Then we have interest, sorry, salary and allowances. That is an adjustment, 30,000. So here also there is an adjustment to salary and allowances, 30,000. Then what do we have? Establishment for executive officer, 5,000. So to this adjustment to establishment for executive officer, शॉर्ट फॉर्म में लिख दिया. एक मिनट, executive officer. How much is the amount? 5,000. But there is no adjustment. So 5,000. Then we have printing stationery 400, traveling conveyance 600, insurance premium 1,000. So we will write here all our P&L account items to printing and stationery, to printing and stationery, to traveling expenses, to insurance premium. So let us see what are the amounts. Again, what are the amounts? 400, 600,000. So 400, 600 and 1000. Now what we have, what else we have? Contribution to PF 2000. So we will write contribution to PF to contribution to PF 2000. Now loan, the last one is asset due, loan due from members, loans and advances. Loan due from members, loan due from members. Let me again see the amount. 30 lakhs. Loan due from members, 30 lakhs. Now the debit side is done. Now let us go to the credit side. Share capital 7,50,000. So I will write here share capital share capital 7,50,000. See, I have now missed one point. Let me give that point here, right here. Authorized share capital, authorized share capital was 1 lakh shares of 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. Rupees 10 each. So authorized capital is authorized share capital is 1 lakh shares 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each, that is 10 lakh. उसके बाद we will not use this, so I am writing it here. Next, issued and paid up is 7,50,000. 7,50,000 means 75,000. 10 कम करेंगे तो समझेगा of rupees 10. How much is given in the question? 75,000 कैसे मिला? Because एक शेयर 10 रुपीज़ का है, तो इसलिए डिवाइड बाय 10 किया तो नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स मिल गया, that is 7,50,000. Now next, after this, let us see what else is there. What is there? There is reserve fund 50,000. So I will write reserve fund 50,000. Other reserves also are there, but I'm writing in the last column. You can write in the first column and total all the reserves and write in the second column. Then we have members deposit 22,47,750. We have a deposits column. इस deposits में लिखेंगे members deposit. Member deposits. What is the amount? 1 minute. Let me bring the cursor down. members deposit 22,47,750. Then what is given? Unpaid dividend, current liability, unpaid dividend. Do we have a different head for unpaid dividend? 2,100. Unpaid dividend. Yes, we have a specific head for unpaid dividend. 2,100. Then we have dividend equalization reserve 18,000. Dividend equalization reserve. So I will write here dividend equalization reserve 18,000. 18,000. Then we have staff provident fund 20,000. We will write staff provident fund 20,000. Staff provident fund 20,000. Then we have profit and loss appropriation account 31,000. The last we have the opening balance. So balance of last year 31,000. 31,000 and we will add the current year profit and we will get the final amount. After this, what we have? Interest received, income. Interest received by interest. How much is it by interest? Is there an adjustment? 1,78,000. Renewal fees. Renewal fees is given. Renewal fees is an income. So renewal fees we will write down because it is in the credit side. Renewal fees 4,000. So we will write here by renewal fees 4,000. Adjustment is there. And what else is there? Sundry income 300 by sundry income 300. And what else we have? Cooperative Development Fund 2050 and Education Fund 500. Cooperative Development Fund. Cooperative Development Fund here in the reserve. Cooperative Development Fund is how much? Cooperative Development Fund is 2050. And we have Education Fund. Education Fund 500. Education Fund 500. All the posting is done. Now what I have done, I have left this 2 line for trading, but there is no information about trading. It's only P&L account. So I will delete both the cells. Okay. Now interest due on members deposit 5,000. members deposit में कितना interest due है? 5,000. So we have इंटरेस्ट ड्यू ऑन मेंबर्स डिपॉजिट. सो हमारे पास तो एक ही डिपॉजिट, यहाँ पे देखो तो इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिपॉजिट 80,000, उसमें कितना ड्यू है? that is outstanding 5,000. So I will write here 5,000 and this will become how much? 80 plus 5 will become 85,000. इसका सेकेंड इफेक्ट देना पड़ेगा. इंटरेस्ट ड्यू ऑन डिपॉजिट. हियर इंटरेस्ट अक्रूड बट नॉट पेड. इसमें लिखेंगे इंटरेस्ट के बारे में ना, ये इंटरेस्ट ड्यू बट नॉट पेड ऑन डिपॉजिट्स 5,000. What is the next adjustment? Next adjustment है interest accrued but not received. So this is also outstanding. Add outstanding. How much it is? 2,000. So this becomes 1,80,000. इसका भी सेकेंड इफेक्ट आउटस्टैंडिंग इनकम है. आउटस्टैंडिंग इनकम. सो ऑलरेडी देयर इज इंटरेस्ट ड्यू. ये नीचे आया ना, ऊपर गए. इंटरेस्ट, व्हाट इज द अमाउंट? लेट अस चेक. इंटरेस्ट ड्यू ऑन लोन कितना है? Interest due on loan is 8,000. So we are correct. Interest due on loan is 8,000. So उसमें let us, ये पहले से इंटरेस्ट ड्यू है और एडिशनल इंटरेस्ट ड्यू कितना है? Add outstanding interest 2,000. This is outstanding income. So दोनों को मिला के it will be 10,000. 1 minute. Oh, staff provident fund. I think I've left it out of what? 1 minute. Thank you so much. Staff provident fund 20,000. So staff provident fund, there is a head here 20,000. लिखा मैंने. Staff provident fund बच गया था. This how much? 20,000. So members deposit सब ऊपर नीचे हो गया है. No, it is proper. Now दोनों इफेक्ट हो गया. एडिशन टू फर्नीचर वी हैव ऑलरेडी शोन बट डेप्रीसिएशन इज लेफ्ट आउट ऑन द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस. सो डेप्रीसिएशन निकालना है क्लोजिंग बैलेंस में. So what I will do here, less depreciation at 10%. So 10% is 700. Closing balance पे निकालने बोला है. So this will become how much? 7,000 minus 700 will be 6,300. Now after this एक और इफेक्ट देना पड़ेगा डेप्रीसिएशन का. To depreciation, how much is the amount of depreciation? 700. Now salary due but not paid. Salary is 30,000. उसमें add outstanding and less advance. So outstanding is how much? Outstanding is 300 and advance is how much? 500. They say salary due but not paid. Due है, outstanding है, pay नहीं किया is 300. But whereas we have given one employee advance और 500. So advance को minus करेंगे, next year का पहले ही दे दिया है. So 30,000 plus 300 is 3,300 minus 500 is 29,800. Is it correct? 29,800. So we will give both the effects now. Outstanding salary will come in the current liability, all the outstanding. So outstanding salaries 300 and prepaid. We have one more thing, prepaid advance salary. So advance salary यहाँ पे बता देते हैं, लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस में एडवांस सैलरी, advance salary is 500. So what is left now? Which adjustment is left? Audit fees. So audit fees 3,000 पूरा का पूरा outstanding है. So we will write here to audit fees 3,000 audit fee 3,000 and second effect आउटस्टैंडिंग सब किधर लिख रहे, करंट लाइबिलिटी में. सो इधर भी लिखेंगे आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑडिट फीस. हाउ मच? 3,000. So this becomes 3,300. 3,300. Now authorized capital we have done. Now directors propose the following appropriation. Let us prepare memorandum appropriation account. Memorandum appropriation account, we will show memorandum appropriation account particulars rupees So memorandum appropriation में क्या क्या है? Let us see. The directors propose the following appropriations for current year. Dividend to shareholders at 5%. So how much is the share capital? उस पे dividend निकालना है. तो share capital is 7,50,000. उसका 5%. So यहाँ लिखेंगे to डिविडेंड. ऐसा ही टोल्ड यू, डिविडेंड कैलकुलेट शेयर कैपिटल से होता है. परसेंटेज मतलब प्रॉफिट का परसेंटेज नहीं होता. उनको जो भी डिविडेंड मिलेगा वो उनके कैपिटल के ऊपर मिलेगा. जो भी परसेंटेज होगा उनके कैपिटल के ऊपर होगा. So this becomes 37,500. Then what is the next appropriation? It is what? Necessary amount to reserve fund. उसके लिए हमें रिजर्व फंड हम प्रॉफिट में से 25% देते, तो हमें नेट प्रॉफिट मालूम होना चाहिए. थर्ड एडजस्टमेंट के लिए भी नेट प्रॉफिट. थर्ड अप्रोप्रिएशन दैट इज कोऑपरेटिव डेवलपमेंट ट्रांसफर 5% ऑफ नेट प्रॉफिट आफ्टर कंट्रीब्यूशन टू रिजर्व फंड. रिजर्व फंड में पैसा देने के बाद जो बचा हुआ नेट प्रॉफिट है उसका 5%. सो कंट्रीब्यूशन टू डिविडेंड लिख के रखते हैं, देन अमाउंट बाद में लिखते हैं. डिविडेंड कंट्रीब्यूशन टू डिविडेंड इक्वलाइजेशन रिजर्व 2,000, बिल्डिंग फंड 10,000. So let us write down whatever is there. तो यहाँ पे आएगा टू रिजर्व फंड, दिस विल बी नेट प्रॉफिट का 25%, टू कोऑपरेटिव डेवलपमेंट फंड, ये क्या है 5% ऑफ रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट आफ्टर ट्रांसफर टू रिजर्व फंड, टू डिविडेंड equalization reserve, this is like is 2000, we read it is 2000 given in the question, to building fund was 10,000, to building fund 10,000. Now let us first find out the profit, and here one more thing is that by balance brought down last year's profit, which is already we can see 31,000. P&L account last year's profit is 31,000. So now let us find out the profit first. Find out the profit. Gross profit तो कुछ है नहीं, net profit है, सब find करना है. What is the net profit? Add all this 184 300, we get 184 300. Now calculate the net profit. Carried down 56,800. Okay, 56,800. Now 56,800 current year profit है. So we will write here current year profit is, because general body appropriation अभी तक अप्रूवल नहीं बोला है, नहीं तो सेकेंड इफेक्ट इधर देना पड़ता और जो बैलेंस है आफ्टर अप्रोप्रिएशन वो इधर लिखना पड़ता, बट बिकॉज अप्रोप्रिएशन इज नॉट अप्रूव्ड बाय द जनरल बॉडी, we will just show memorandum appropriation account. So यहाँ पे we will show by net profit brought down. This is current year का जो profit है 56,800. This is in bracket, you can write current year profit. Current year profit. Now current year profit, that is 56,800 मका 25% कितना है, just calculate 25%. How much is it coming? 14,200. It is coming 14,200. Now remaining जो profit है जरा माइनस करो, 56,800 में से 14,200 माइनस करो, बिकॉज कोऑपरेटिव डेवलपमेंट फंड में बोला है रिमेनिंग जो प्रॉफिट होगा 56,800 इज द करंट ईयर प्रॉफिट, उसमें से 14,200 हमने ट्रांसफर कर दिया रिजर्व फंड में, तो बचा हुआ अमाउंट कितना है, सो रिमेनिंग अमाउंट इज 42,600, उसका कितना देना है 5%. क्वेश्चन में दिया है रिजर्व फंड ट्रांसफर के बाद बचा हुआ प्रॉफिट, रिजर्व फंड ट्रांसफर के बाद बचा हुआ प्रॉफिट विल बी हाउ मच 2130. So now add and see what is the balance coming. 87,800, 87,800, and this one is to balance carried down. Just one, if इसका second effect देना ही नहीं है क्योंकि जनरल बॉडी में अप्रूवल नहीं आया है 21,970. Now what we will do is we will have to tally the balance sheet. We will have to tally the balance sheet. तो बैलेंस शीट को टैली करना है एंड वी हैव टू सी व्हाट अमाउंट इज कमिंग इन द बैलेंस शीट. सो 10 लाख को छोड़ के 7,50,000, 50,000, 18,000, 20,000, 2050, 500. एक मिनट. हाँ, ये मैंने ऑलरेडी 20,000 किसका लिखा है? 50,000 is reserve fund, dividend equalization 18,000, 2050 cooperative education fund 500, 20,000, स्टाफ प्रोविडेंट फंड जो कुछ नहीं है उसको नील लिखना है. Other liability also nil. And how much do we get? Do we get 31,87,200? And in the liability side also 700, 1,400. This is staff provident fund investment. Loans and advances है. Debtors is nil. ये हो जाएगा 10,000 जो 10,000, 6,300 and rest all is nil. Nil. So this should also come 31,87,200. 30 lakhs is loan due from members. Then 700, 14,000, 1,55,000, 500, 10,000, 6,300. It should come 31,87,200. With this sum is done. Our next sum, Union Cooperative Society Limited is rendering loans and rationing facilities to its members. The trial balance of the society as on 31st March 2013 is as follows. तो ये लोग लोन भी देते हैं और rationing facility भी देते हैं. Grains and all also they supply. So the trial balance is given as follows. Now share capital will come in the share capital head. बैंक लोन दे से सिंपल मतलब सिक्योरिटी नहीं रहेगा, अनसिक्योर्ड रहेगा. सहकारी संघ शेयर परचेज, दिस इज इन्वेस्टमेंट. Then we have bank printing and stationery P&L account. Bank share purchase, share खरीदना investment है. Dead stock is a fixed asset. Then we have interest on members loan. So the interest on members loan will come in P&L account, interest है. Then we have members loan. Members loan will come in loans and advances. Members deposit will come in the deposit because it's a liability. Purchase of rationing grains. Purchase of rationing grains will come. Purchase of rationing grains will come on purchases. परचेस ऑफ रेशनिंग ग्रेन, रेशन में जो ग्रेन सेल करना है उसको परचेस तो पहले करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट इज दैट. देन व्हाट इज गिवन? सेल. नेक्स्ट इज गिवन सेल of rationing grains. This will come in sales. Then what else do we have? Then we have office rent. This will come in office. Salaries will come in office. Traveling expense office. Freight is trading account. Coolie charges is trading account. Bank current account is bank balance. Bank interest will, this is in the debit side. So bank interest मतलब paid है, debit में आएगा. Then reserve and other fund will come in the reserves and surplus. Cash balance will come under cash and bank balance. Audit fees पूरा outstanding है. We cannot see audit fees anywhere. Depreciation on debt stock 5%. So debt stock में there is a depreciation. So we have to highlight it. Then what else we have? Outstanding office salaries. Salaries maybe there is a adjustment. Provision, provide, एक minute, provide bad debts reserve of rupees 1500. Bad debts reserve of rupees 1500. So 1500 का bad debts reserve provide करना है. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो हमें बैड डेट्स निकालना पड़ेगा ना. बैड डेट्स 1500 दे हैव डायरेक्टली गिवन. सो 1500 बैड डेट्स के लिए रिजर्व फॉर डाउटफुल डेट्स हम किस पे निकालेंगे? मेंबर्स. हमारा मेंबर्स कौन है? मेंबर्स पे इसको हाईलाइट किया. इनमें से बैड डेट्स है. मेंबर्स को लोन दिया है और वो लोन कितना वापस मिलेगा वी डोंट नो, बिकॉज वी थिंक 1500 का देयर इज अ बैड डेट्स. सो 1500 हम क्या करेंगे? पीएनएल अकाउंट में भी लिखेंगे और मेंबर्स लोन में से भी माइनस करेंगे. देन क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ रेशनिंग ग्रेन्स. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक 35,000. You are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for year ended 31st March 2013. So with, and also balance sheet we have to prepare. So let us start our sum. Share capital. Nothing is given. Authorize anything. So issued and paid up share capital. How much it is? How much is the share capital? We have just seen 10,000. So we'll write here 10,000. Then we have bank loan 35,100. So bank loan, because simple है तो without security bank loan 35,100. 35,100. Then we have सहकारी संघ शेयर परचेज. शेयर खरीदना मतलब इन्वेस्टमेंट. So we'll go to investment. We will write सहकारी संघ share purchased. How much is the amount? 5,000. Then we have printing and stationery P&L account. So printing and stationery to printing and stationery. How much is the amount? 1,000. Then we have bank share purchase 7,000. I will write here bank share purchased 7,000. Then what we have dead stock fixed asset, that is the depreciation. Dead stock, how much is the amount? 5,000. Then we have interest on members loan. It is in the credit side. Interest in the credit side means we are getting this amount. Interest on members loan means it is interest received because it's in the credit side. By interest on members loan 35,000. Then we have members loan. There is a adjustment. लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस में लिखते हैं मेंबर्स लोन, या डेटर में लिखेंगे तो भी चलेगा बिकॉज आरडीडी इज गिवन. मेंबर्स लोन 80,000. Then we have purchase of rationing grains. Opening stock is not given, na? To purchase of closing stock is given. Rationing grains 1,19,000. Given here 1,19,000. Then sales of rationing grains is given 1,30,000. By sales of rationing grains 1,30,000. Then we have office rent salaries, that is adjustment to office rent 10,000. Salaries to salaries in the inner column 10,000. Then traveling expense 1,800. Traveling expense to traveling expense 1,800. Freight is in the trading account. To freight, how much amount? 1,200. To coolie charges, it also comes in the trading account. Coolie charges 1,000. Bank current account 33,000. Bank current account is bank balance. Bank balance 33,000. One minute. Bank balance 33,000. Bank balance is 33,000. Then we have bank interest in the debit side. Bank interest means it is debit side means interest paid. So they're looking at 26,000 to bank interest 26,000. Then reserve and surplus 40,000, cash balance 1,000. Reserves and surplus is 40,000. I will directly write 40,000 and Cash balance is 1000. Cash balance 1000. Sorry, not 1000, 100. Cash balance is 100. Then we have provide audit fees 600. So I will write audit fees is not shown only in the trial balance. So audit fees, everything is outstanding 600. So outstanding है तो in the current liability we have to write outstanding audit fees 600. Then we have depreciation 5%. So depreciation less करना है, लेस depreciation 5000 का 5% कितना होता है, 5000 का 5% 250. So this will become 4750. 4750. Then we have the second effect we have to give to depreciation 250. Then there is outstanding office salary. The outstanding मतलब again add outstanding. How much is outstanding? 1000. So this becomes 11,000. और यहाँ पे एक चीज़ लिखना पड़ेगा, ऑडिट फीस इज आउटस्टैंडिंग. सो आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑडिट फीस, तो आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरीज भी लिख लेते हैं. आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरीज 1000. Next what we have, bad debts 1500. सो मेंबर्स लोन को इनर कॉलम में लिखा है, उसमें लेस करेंगे आर डी डी 1500. So this becomes 80,000 minus 1500, 78,500. And then what is there? We have to show in the P&L account also to RDD 1500. Then closing stock 35,000. So we will write by closing stock 35,000. एंड करंट असेट में लेटस, करंट असेट में हम दिखाएंगे क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक 35,000. So the closing stock 35,000. So now what is remaining? मेमोरेंडम एप्रोप्रिएशन अकाउंट. अगर प्रॉफिट होगा तो पहले हमें प्रॉफिट हो रहा है कि लॉस हो रहा है वो निकालना पड़ेगा. So let us first find out the gross profit. 1,65,000. 1,65,000. And here to gross profit carried down. How much are you getting gross profit carried down? Gross profit carried down, you how much you're getting? 43,800. तो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे बाई ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट ब्रॉट डाउन 43,800 एंड देन नेट प्रॉफिट कितना है? ऐड करो 35,000 and 43,800, 78,800, 78,800. इसको बोलेंगे टू नेट प्रॉफिट कैरी डाउन. हाउ मच इज द नेट प्रॉफिट कमिंग? 26,650. तो अभी प्रॉफिट है तो एक और चीज़ बनाना पड़ेगा, दैट इज मेमोरेंडम appropriation account. और कोई अप्रोप्रिएशन नहीं है सिवाय रिजर्व फंड का. और लास्ट ईयर का प्रॉफिट दिया है वो भी नहीं दिया. लास्ट ईयर प्रॉफिट ऑल्सो इज नॉट गिवन. सो what we will write here? Particulars rupees, particulars rupees. यहाँ पे लास्ट ईयर का प्रॉफिट नहीं है बट नेट प्रॉफिट बॉट डाउन है. नेट प्रॉफिट बॉट डाउन इज हाउ मच डिड वी गेट? 26,650. और उसमें से हमें क्या करना है? टू रिजर्व फंड में ट्रांसफ़र करना है. कितना? प्रॉफिट का 26,650 का 25%. So how much is it coming? 26,650 का 25%, 663. तो जो बच जाएगा उसको बोलेंगे टू बैलेंस कैरी डाउन. नाउ कैसे बंद करना है? 26,650 minus 6,663 which is 19,987. दिस इज डन. इसका दूसरा इफेक्ट कुछ भी नहीं है. अभी सिर्फ क्या बाकी है? यहाँ पे लिखेंगे करंट ईयर प्रॉफिट ही है, सिर्फ लास्ट ईयर प्रॉफिट कुछ नहीं है. तो मैं डायरेक्टली लास्ट कॉलम में लिख रही हूँ 26,650 बिकॉज 26,650 लास्ट ईयर का कोई प्रॉफिट नहीं है. लास्ट ईयर का प्रॉफिट बॉट फॉरवर्ड दिया ही नहीं है. सो अभी क्या करना है? अभी हमें टोटलिंग करना है. तो लेट अस डू द टोटलिंग. और जिधर कुछ नहीं दिया है, जिस हेड का बारे में कुछ नहीं दिया, उसको नहीं लिखेंगे तो भी चलेगा, और लिखेंगे तो लेट इट बी नील. लिखेंगे तो लेट अस राइट एज नील. प्लस 35,100 प्लस 600 प्लस 1,000 प्लस 26,650. I don't know. Let me again do it. Let me again take the total. 10,000 plus 40,000 प्लस ये ऊपर चला जाना चाहिए 35,100 प्लस 600 and 1,000 and plus 26,650. This is coming 1,13,350. मैंने क्या नहीं लिखा है, मेंबर्स डिपॉजिट करके भी कुछ है क्या जो मैंने लिखा नहीं है? members deposit, yes, I have not marked members deposit, so there is members deposit. So deposit में members deposit, members deposit, members deposit 50,000. So plus 50,000 I get, so I will get here 1,63,350. यहाँ पे भी मुझे सेम मिलेगा. Let me do the totaling. 33,000 plus 100 plus 5,000 plus 7,000 plus 78,500 plus 35,000 plus 4,750, which is coming to 1,63,350. With this sum is done. And one more thing, in the above sum, I had, there will be difference of 700 because मैंने depreciation को directly यहाँ पे minus किया है. 318 7,200 minus 700. I think I have to do the total here because I forgot that they have given the depreciation fund in the question. मतलब वो लोग ने assets से directly minus नहीं किया. In the liability side they have shown depreciation fund, but मैंने ऐसा नहीं किया. I have kept it simple and from the fixed asset I have deducted the depreciation. 20,000, 2 lakh, 22 lakh, 47,750. आप डिप्रिसिएशन फंड, डाउटफुल डेट्स, ऐसे आप फंड मतलब रिजर्व्स में बता सकते हो, करंट लाइबिलिटी में बता सकते हो, या तो सबसे सिंपल है फिक्स सेट में से माइनस करो डेप्रिसिएशन और डेटर में से, दैट इज मेंबर डिपॉजिट में से आरडीडी दिखाओ. या तो आप दूसरा सिंपल मतलब तरीके में क्या कर सकते हो, उसका फंड क्रिएट करके डाउटफुल डेट का फंड क्रिएट कर सकते हो, डेप्रिसिएशन का फंड क्रिएट कर सकते हो. 87,800 इज कमिंग टू, यहाँ पे द टोटल इज कमिंग 31,86,500. तो यहाँ पे भी जो है 31,87,200 में क्या सिर्फ डिफरेंस है, ये 700 का डिफरेंस है जो मैंने डेप्रिसिएशन माइनस किया है. तो यहाँ पे भी आएगा 31,86,500. 31,86,500. When you take the total of all this, you will get 31,86,500 in both the sides. 700 plus 14,000 plus 1,55,000 plus 30 lakhs plus 500 plus 10,000 plus 3,600. With this sum is done.